3 days in a row. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and we've had 3 consecutive green days. I don't know about you guys, but with the experience for the past 2.5 months of the market, at least the NASDAQ market, selling off, this almost doesn't feel real. So I have some good news for you guys, and I wanted to update you guys. So again, this is your live stock market update. I hope that you learned something new, and if you do, of course, please consider subscribing and of course smashing that like button. So let's go ahead and actually jump right into my screen. TQQQ, which follows the overall NASDAQ market. Not only do I want to show it to you on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, which it did absolutely amazing, making higher highs, higher lows, and even when it did pull back, the thing and the quality that I find so interesting about the NASDAQ market right now that I haven't really noticed in the past 2.5 months, you guys let me know in the comments section, is that yes, it pulls back, but everything pulls back. That's not the scary part. It's that when it pulls back, it recovers twice as quick. That is something that we haven't seen in some time. On the day chart, it's a little bit different, right? Again, I want to talk about the good news, why the overall market looks super interesting, but I also have to point out that we are still trading below the EMA line on the day chart, meaning that since the overall market began to sell off back in January, we have not been able to break above the EMA line once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. This is the 6th time that we are approaching this resistance level. And again, look, a perfect example of TQQQ. It takes forever for it to pull on back and then recovers just as quick. It's super intriguing, right? The market, the NASDAQ market, is strong. The bulls are back. At least that's what it looks like. But I can't just throw all the positive news and make it super exciting that the NASDAQ market is finally going to recover. I do have to say that ever since the market has pulled on back, I have not seen the NASDAQ market this strong. What are the good news, right? What good news is now factored into the market? Well, based off of the Fed's raising interest rates, the market reacted really well to it. That's a step in the right direction. It's progress. That means that it was already factored in. The second thing that was negatively influencing the overall market was COVID cases. Finally, the United States is almost fully opening back up, except for China, right? But within the United States, things are looking really good. Not just good for the overall tech market, but good for airline and cruise lines, major markets that have been negatively influenced by the overall pandemic. And last are interest rates, right? Well, again, that kind of goes hand in hand when it comes down to interest rates rising. And then the last thing actually that I quickly wanted to shed some light on is the tensions between Ukraine and Russia, right? We saw oil prices skyrocket. The markets quickly dropped for about 1 to 2 weeks. It just seemed like the first 2 months was bad news after bad news and random things that I personally did not expect. So it is so nice to finally see the market beginning to indicate signs of a recovery. But I cannot stress this enough, right? At the end of the day, you do what you think is best for your future self. All I want you to be aware of is right now, in the next week, we should either be trading above the EMA line or heading right back down to $40 a share. We are that close. We are at a critical point, is what I like to call it, where we are either going to get confirmation of the market beginning to indicate signs of a recovery, which is huge, right? Especially for all of our swing traders, or we're going to get rejected like we have for the past 5 times and then headed right back down to $40 a share. So again, we're this close. The reason I'm reminding you is that if you stayed patient thus far for the past 2.5 months, just want to remind you that we're this close already. There's no reason to break your rules. Stick to what you know. There's no reason to overcomplicate your trading right now. Control your emotions, and it's going to play out, right? Either bullish or bearish, but nonetheless, there's money to be made. The only question to ask yourself is, will you be prepared to take action if we do trade above the EMA line and or if we end up getting rejected? So I'm very excited to follow up. I'm ready. I'm ready to buy my blue chip stocks if we break above the EMA line. But I'm also ready that if we get rejected, that I'm going to have to short some of them and or go into some of these inverse ETFs to be able to make money and hedge my positions as the market pulls on back. So again, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about how it is that I choose to trade, then make sure you guys click the second link down below. And I trade live every morning. So not only do you get lifetime access to the Learn Plan Profit 2.0 lesson library that's designed for complete beginners. So we have over 70 videos, but as well as you get to watch me trade live every day at market open with the Learn Plan Profit team during our live trading session. And again, if you want to learn more about that and to see if it's a good fit for you, click the second link down below. Friendly reminder, we did just restock at the Shop TechBud site our extra large day trading mouse pad. This is by far the most popular mouse pad. It is absolutely huge. It's more like a desk pad. And again, if you've been waiting for this thing to restock, it's finally back in stock. Last time it sold out in 2 days. So head on over to shoptechbuds.com or click the fourth link down below. And again, pick up your favorite items. And tomorrow we're actually going to be giving away an iPhone 13 Pro. And if you pick up a mouse pad, it actually automatically enters you towards our giveaway. I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.